Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If we are diving into the modern React and Next.js deployment, today topic is something you absolutely can't ignore it. We are going to talk about RHC, React Server Component, and how their rendering lifecycle works inside Next.js. With the shift towards server-side rendering in Next.js 15, understanding how and when you component render on the server and the client has become the critical for performance and scalability. In this video, we will break down the RHA rendering flow step by step, explore how Next.js handles server component behind the screen, and show how practical example so you can apply this knowledge in real project. So if you have been confused about server and client component, suspense boundaries, or data fetching inside layout and page, you are in the right place. Make sure to stick around till the end because I will show you some real world tips to optimize rendering, boost your app performance. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss out and advanced React on Next.js content. Alright, let's jump into the RHC rendering lifecycle in Next.js. In the previous video, we have covered server and the client component in Next.js. Now, let's dive into the React server component render lifecycle. So, their rendering lifecycle in simple terms, we will explore how they come to life on your screen. Understanding this process is not mandatory for building Next.js app, but it is like knowing what happened in the kitchen before you food arrived at the table. Not necessary for enjoying your meal, but definitely interesting when we talk about React. So React component server component, we are dealing with three key players: your browser, the client, and on the server side, we have Next.js, R framework, React, R library, and let's break down the initial loading sequence step by step when your browser on your browser. So now let you see that when the client requests a page to the Next.js app router, it matches the request URL to a server component. Next.js then instruct React to render that server component. React render the server component and any child component that are also server component, converting them into a special JSON format known as the React server component payload. If you inspect when navigating to a route, you will come across this special JSON format, which is the RST. So let payload during this process. If any server component suspend, React pauses rendering of the subtree and change the placeholder value instead of while all this is happening. React is also preparing instruction for the client component. We will need later Next.js take both. So now the RHC payload and the client component instruction to generate HTML on the server. This HTML is streamed to your browsers right away, giving you a quick non-interactive preview of the route. At the same time, Next.js also stream the RSC payload as React rendered each piece of user UI. Once this reach the browser, Next.js process everything that was streamed over React, use the RSC payload and child component instruction to progressive render the UI when all the client component and the server component output has been loaded. The final UI state is presented to the user. Client component undergo hydration, transforming our application from a static display into an interactive experience. This is the initial loading sequence for the RSC. Now let's take a look at the updative sequence for refreshing of updative sequence of RSC. Now let's take a look at the updated sequence of refreshing part of the application. The browser requests a refresh of a specific UI such as a full route. Next process the request and matches it to the requested server. Component next Next.js instruct React to render the component tree. React render the component similar to what happened during the initial loading, but here what is difference, we don't generate new HTML for update. Instead, Next.js progressively streams the response data straight back to the client on receiving the stream response. Next.js trigger a re-render of the route using the new content reach done carefully. Reconcile or merge the new rendered output with the existing component on the screen. Because we are using the special JSON format instead of HTML, React can update everything while keeping important UI states intact. Things like whenever you have clicked on what you have tied, this is the RHC updates sequence all. So that was a deep dive into the React server component rendering lifecycle in Next.js. We explore how RHC are rendered on the server, how they interact with client component, and what happened behind the scene during data fetching and layout composition. As Next.js continues to evolve, mastering these advanced concepts will keep you ahead in building fast, secure web apps. If you learned something new today, make sure to drop a leave, like a comment, and let me know what topic you are like me to cover next. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more deep dive content like this. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Until then, keep coding and keep exploring. Thank you.